Hello everyone, welcome. My name is Phoenix and this is the Consumer's Guide to Filmmaking. Death of a Unicorn. 2025, Alex Sharfman. This film follows a man by the name of Elliot. Along with his daughter Ridley, Elliot heads to Leopold Manor for a working vacation. However, things take a bizarre turn when Elliot runs over, of all things, a unicorn. Upon arriving at Leopold Manor, which is on a wildlife preserve that the family owns, the Leopolds discover the unicorn in the back of Elliot's car. What everyone soon discovers is that the unicorn's blood has healing properties, and it is used to heal Leopold Patriarch Odell. Seeing nothing but dollar signs, the Leopolds and their new lawyer Elliot get to work on monetizing this pharmaceutical miracle. But Ridley soon realizes that killing and exploiting this unicorn will bring a wrath upon them the likes of which they could not comprehend. Surrounded now by vicious unicorns, Elliot and Ridley must find a way to survive this ordeal before they become the majestic beast's next meal. Wow, I can certainly say, without a doubt, that this was a film that I saw. Director Alex Sharfman brings nothing really groundbreaking to the table. Writing, directing, it's all perfectly average. To start with his ability as a director, aside from one or two decently blocked long takes and a Sam Raimi style POV shot, there was nothing visually astounding about the film. There was some competent work with shadows to bring about that horror sort of tone and tension, but it wasn't nail-biting in any way. Even the trippy space stuff, despite the use of green screen being kinda charming, wasn't all that memorable. This lack of memorability can also be applied in regards to the music. The original score was run-of-the-mill horror sort of stuff, big horns, oftentimes fairly coarse, that sort of thing. I recall there being a synth piece at one point that was kinda cool. In line with that, there was a Cocteau Twins song at the beginning, and the credits had a song by the group DOA. Like dream pop, synth music, that's the sort of vibe they should have gone with. Except 90% of this movie had bland horror movie music. I suppose I can commend Sharfman for the special effects and the imagination that went into that. The unicorns themselves were interestingly designed, sharp teeth, super metal as fuck horns. I think Sharfman did a good job of stripping away the cuteness of these creatures and returning them to their more scary folkloric roots. When these things get to killing people, the gore was serviceable. Lots of big stab wounds, people getting ripped apart, gutted, that sort of thing. It was mostly computer effects, but nothing ripped me out of the film, I suppose, so there's that. Writing-wise, this is what just does the film in for me. It's that this film just didn't connect with me in any way. There were moments in the second and third acts where the comedy was kind of fun, and I saw the potential for some great gags, but Sharfman didn't follow through with any of them. A lot of the stuff with Griff was great, same with Shepard, but it wasn't leaned into enough. Will Poulter and Anthony Carrigan were great in their respective roles and hammed it up well, and they deserved more time to apply those comedy chops because they were quite entertaining. But ultimately, the story was just generic and boring, even with the interesting choice of monster. It's the same tired beats I have seen in a million other movies. It was the same tired don't mess with nature evil corpos discussion that was done a million times better in films like Jurassic Park. Regardless of the pace picking up in the second act, and the third act being almost entertaining, regardless of Paul Rudd and Jenna Ortega giving admittedly pretty good performances, I was just as unimpressed with the writing as I was with the directing. But I suppose, in the end, I can appreciate the fact that Alex Sharfman brought a halfway original idea to the table. Death of a Unicorn at least stands out from the crowd in terms of premise and ideas. But a premise and ideas is all this director had. It was executed in a very safe and generic way, and decent gore isn't enough to mask that. Even if the execution was underwhelming though, I would much rather this make money than some cape shit slop or some tired reboot. Fucking God, I hate movies so much. And I am feeling 5 to a 5.5 out of 10 on this one. It's closer to a 5 than a 5.5. But, you know, it had strong elements, I guess. Fucking whatever. Catch you later, guys.